Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Cobern. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about quarterback rushing versus passing. Because this has been a question ever since I did the Colin Kaepernick video. I've got tons of people in my mentions about, you're not judging him correctly because he's a running quarterback, and running quarterbacks are different from passing quarterbacks, and you need to improve this by looking at all the variables like what quarterbacks do in running offenses versus not so running off, and all this kind of stuff. Listen, today we're going to go down every single, or maybe not every single, but the bulk of understanding about why this is a pass first league, because you hear this all the time. This is a passing league. You have to win from the pocket, all that nonsense. I don't necessarily think you need to win from the pocket, but I do think you need to be a good passer. And we're going to go through all the data, specifically split data and conversion rates, to explain to you why being a good passer in the NFL is important. Why completion? Why all these other sort of things are important. And it's not just because, they're a different type of quarterback and we have to evaluate them differently, because the bottom line is we evaluate these quarterbacks based on if they get wins or not, right? So you would want quarterbacks that are going to statistically put you in a better position to win football games. And I think when it comes to the NFL right now, the way it is constructed right now, and we'll go through all the data, but I think that you just need to understand that, this is a pass-first league, and it's not just a cliche. Winning with the pass leads to more wins than winning with the run. And so let's start out. So starting out with the first graph in front of you, this is from offensive split data from 1998 to 2016. And this deals with the conversion rate, the average conversion rate compared to every single NFL team during that time span, and their wins. So if you're a 90 percentile winning team, which means that you win 13 wins, 14 wins, like you're a high-end winning team. You're getting a first-round bye, all that kind of stuff. 80 percentile hires, typically playoff, like you are in the playoffs. Pretty much every single one of those teams is in the playoffs if you're 80 percentile hire. Wins, 50 percentile hire is basically a 500 football team or higher, and then 50 or less is pretty self-explanatory. That's basically losing football teams, what the averages are when it comes to those types. And when it comes to first down conversion rate, there's a clear correlation that the higher your first down conversion rate is, and first downs, second downs, third downs, and even fourth downs, the more wins you are going to have. So if you want to be a team that gets into that 90 percentile win range, you better have a first down conversion rate that is above average, or at least average when it comes to first down conversion rate, and then so on and so forth when it comes to first down, first downs, second downs, third downs, and fourth downs. Winning with the pass shows a correlation that when you win with the pass, when you get first downs with the pass, you set yourself up to win more games, statistically speaking, since the 1998 NFL season. When you go to the rushing data, again, this is the rushing data, so this deals with teams that get first downs. So basically we're talking about the ability to get first downs with the rush. So if you say said quarterback rolls out and then runs for a first down on first down, any other situation you could think of, this is basically the ability to get first downs on first down, second down, get a first down on second down, get a first down on third down with your running ability, with your rushing ability. You can clearly see that there is a vast difference when it comes to 90 percentile, 80 percentile, and 50 percentile higher wins. You don't need to have a very good first down conversion rate with the rush. You don't really need to have a very good, you do need to have somewhat of a good second down conversion rate. Third down conversion rate, same difference overall. So if you want to win with the run, you definitely need to be above average when it comes to your ability to create first downs with the rush. But it's not as big of a it's not as steep of a threshold for the averages as the passing averages to win. So basically, when it comes to getting first downs with the rush, it's not as important to winning, to getting into that 90 percentile higher win range, to getting into that 80 percentile higher range, to getting into that 500 range. It's not as important to winning football games to have a really dynamic rushing attack. And not only that, so this is the next part. This is basically average win percentile for teams that have 90 percentile plus first down conversion rate. So basically these are the high-end threshold. Like, this is the highest you could possibly go. We're talking about the elite of the elite when it comes to your ability to create first downs on first downs, first downs on second down, first downs on third down, and of course first downs on fourth down. And when you look at the data, the teams across the board favors passing, in terms of average win percentile. Essentially saying that if you win with the pass, if you convert first downs at a high rate with the pass when it comes to first down conversion rate, second down conversion rate, third down conversion rate especially, and fourth down conversion rate especially, if you convert in those situations with the pass, you win significantly more football games. Significantly more football games when you win with the pass versus the run in terms of those situations. And again, it just deals with the numbers. And again, this is controlling for the fact of having a quarterback who rushes really well. Again, converting really well on third down with your legs. And I think there's a lot of logical sense to this because, again, if you need to convert on second down, third down, first down, I'm not going to say it's easier to do it with the pass, but when you're running, it is somewhat, you have to have a lot of different things go your way. You have to have, I don't know, we're going down a weird road right now, but all I'm really trying to say is when you look at things from a statistical standpoint of wins, you will win a lot more football games if you have a quarterback that can convert on first down, second down, third down, and fourth down at a high level compared to the ability to do that at a high level with rushing. So this isn't, this isn't some kind of made up thing. This isn't cliche. This isn't me saying that a quarterback has to win from the pocket because that's what everybody says. This is just basic facts. If you're going to have a quarterback in the NFL, they better be winning with the pass. And to just bring up another guy, to bring up Cam Newton, because, there's a lot of people that have talked about Cam Newton and compared him to Colin Kaepernick and all this other sort of stuff. But if you actually look at Cam Newton's conversion rate, and this is with his passing, this isn't with his running, this is with his arm. He's very good at converting first downs on first downs throughout his entire football career. His entire football career, he's been able to convert first downs on first downs exceptionally well throughout his entire football game. Colin Kaepernick was able to do this about one season. And then when you look at second down conversion rate, especially in 2015, elite. 2014, above average. 2013, not the best. 2011, not the best. And of course, he had a down year in 2016. Of course, he was injured a lot that year. And then when it comes to third down conversion rate, Very good in 2013 to 2014, not the best in 2015, not the best in 2012, but it was above average. And this is with passing. And of course, his fourth down conversion rate, you can already see that he has more positives than negatives when it comes to that. So for all the people that are telling me, and this is disregarding Cam Newton's ability as a rusher, like, I could care less if Cam Newton, well, I mean, I wouldn't say I could care less. Like, the ability for a quarterback to pick up yards with his legs is definitely an asset. As I already showed you before, if you do want to have above average ability to convert with the rush. You do. It's just that it doesn't matter as much as converting with the pass. You're not going to win more football games, if you convert, really well in those situations, just based on the rush alone. And even a guy like Cam Newton, who, again, a lot of people talk about him as just a run-based quarterback, you can clearly see, I mean, he does have some flaws. He has had some down years. But you can clearly see that he does some things exceptionally well, which are very important to winning football games. At an elite level when it comes to first down conversion rate. And then, of course, he had an elite season in 2015 when it came to his second down conversion rate. So, again, I don't want to hear this argument being brought up enough that I need to specifically look at their rushing data. And again, I'm not saying it's not important. I'm not saying that it's something that isn't interesting to look at. I'm just saying that my focus is on looking at quarterbacks and evaluating them on their ability to win football games on a consistent basis. That's what I'm trying to look for. And if winning football games is more correlative to being a good passer than it is to being a good runner, then I'm going to evaluate that quarterback and be very critical of that quarterback when there's a missing step there, when there's a disconnect, when there's an issue there. So again, I just wanted to clear this up because I know a lot of you guys a couple of you guys have commented on this, and you brought up a couple college quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson and stuff like that, which I don't have any conversion data on Lamar Jackson. I can't really speak to him. I just know that he has kind of a low completion percentage compared to the rest of college football and stuff like that. But what I am saying, what I'm trying to reiterate here, is that the reason why I evaluate quarterbacks specifically and only based on their passing ability is because that's really what matters most to winning football games, is your ability to convert. And even a guy like Cam Newton, who everybody says is just a quote-unquote running quarterback, or that he has to win in the pocket more often, and all these other kind of things, you can clearly see that he does do some things exceptionally well. And he's done some things really well consistently throughout his entire career when it comes to converting with the pass in these specific situations. So again, my name is James Cobern. You can find my work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.